Which podcast is this again?
I'm
confused. It says Freedom Friends.
The Freedom Friends.
It's just me and you.
I know. Where'd everybody go?
I don't know.
Everybody left us.
So for me, this is the Freedom Friend.
Oh, right.
Oh, I guess.
I'll just go fuck myself.
Well, welcome everybody to another glorious episode of the Freedom Friends podcast. For one reason or another, we're short a few.
Yeah.
Jazz is he is predisposed today, and Mikey is committing suicide and saving himself over and over.
Yeah.
But everybody else is here. We got Scott, myself, I'm John, and Justin, producer extraordinaire. And we're gonna talk a little bit of shit into your ear holes.
John, you're killing it with the analogies today.
But before we get into any of that, you get to check out our sponsors.
Guys, it wouldn't be the Freedom Friends if we didn't talk about our number one sponsor, Warfighter Tobacco. Obviously, you guys have seen us all smoke them. We're here to talk about a quality product that everybody can enjoy. The great equalizer, as we've called it, the Warfighter Tobacco Stick. And it's not just cigars. They've got humidors, travel humidors, cutters, lighters, everything you need to get started on that journey. Check out warfightertobacco.com and use that code FTFO. Score yourself that sweet, sweet 15%. If you want to know my personal favorite, I'm a 762 Field guy. I like that Sumatra, real nice and even keeled cigar. Great for us beginner smokers, right? And I'm told that these taste even better when you're listening to the Freedom Friends podcast. Now, back to the show. This episode is brought to you by Grill Your Ass Off. It's no secret, we're all middle-aged dudes who love barbecue. Grill Your Ass Off is our main go-to for our spices. That's what we use, man. Whether you're doing burgers on the grill, steaks, or my personal favorite, a little bit of pork belly burn ends, right? They've got you covered on all of that. They also have salsas. They also have seasonings and spices. They got beer salts. They've got everything, man. Check them out. GrillYourAssOff.com/FreedomFriendsPodcast or use the code FreedomFriendsPodcast at checkout.
Okay, now that those are done. Hi, Scott.
Hola, senor.
It's going to be a quick podcast.
You never know.
Well, Jazz isn't here.
If we each speak our normal amount of speak, I think we can wrap this up right now.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in. And now life's been busy lately for everybody.
Yeah.
And last week I wasn't here.
Yeah. Where were you?
I don't even know. Where the fuck was I?
You had you were dealing with the VA, your favorite thing to do.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That wasn't even something fun.
John's one-hour VA appointment turned into like 6.
John was also committing suicide and saving himself.
But that was in a parking lot. For everyone that's worried, Mikey's eating himself out of planes this week in Florida with Round Canopy Parachute Team,
and then parachuting. So
and then opening up he's doing the bat wing on the way down and hopes that it slows him.
I can totally see Mikey whipping his nutsack out on the way down. Just cute American flag.
Will not hurt his aerodynamics in the slightest.
It's the only thing I picture. You know when it's like really windy and you hear like a flag like whipping? Yeah. That's all I hear of Mikey free falling down.
It's like if I put, you know how people put the huge flags in the back of their trucks? It'd be like me putting a 6-inch by 3-inch flag on my F-450. It ain't slowing shit down.
Oh, Scott.
It's going to make a lot of noise.
Sound.
Scott, we got to get you one of those 2-foot American flags on the little stick and just stick it in your hitch.
No,
we got to get him a hitch, too.
I'm going to get a huge flagpole, though, and just the little flag.
Like a 10-foot pole with a 3x5 fucking flag, yes. Oh, John's already shopping.
I need you to look up real quick a whittle hitch.
Oh.
WIDDLE.
Do they have a Whittle flagpole?
I don't know, but they have a Whittle hitch. and I almost got... So originally I saw this on Etsy, and I saw this like a year ago, and they made a Whittle drop hitch.
Yeah.
And I was going to get one for your truck and not tell you about it. But they never, every time I signed up for the emails and notifications, the whole fucking nine. Every time I got notification, I immediately went to their Etsy site. But they had the drop hitch, and it was like a 4-inch whittle hitch drop. It would have been perfect. But every time I got on their Etsy store, they were sold out like immediately, and I get why. But now I can't find the drop hitches
I think
anymore.
these guys started out making the ladder, right?
Yeah, for the Jeeps.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah, they got some pretty funny.
a whittle ladder.
This is amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, with the whittle flag.
With the whittle flag. Don't mind me with my whittle hitch and my whittle flag.
But yeah, I can't find the drop hitch. I don't know. I guess they don't
Oh,
have that
man.
anymore. But
Yeah, just the whittle hitch.
Oh, so they must have. Yeah,
yeah, they have like a legit website now and everything. So they
for one product.
here. This is kind of what it looked like.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
It was like a little drop hitch.
That's fucking awesome. we need to get one for the Maverick.
Yeah.
Ugh.
See, it's a 3-inch extended drop hitch.
I like it.
Oh man. Okay, sorry. Just what our listeners want to hear.
Boys, y'all ready for a topic?
Yeah.
Sure.
So have y'all ever been, like traveling? Y'all travel a lot. Have you ever been
I've
like
never traveled one time.
have y'all ever been like in the airport or on the plane and been like, oh fuck, I forgot something?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Has it ever been like super important?
Well, no. Probably.
Yeah. Well, not to me, but to other people it was. And then I called you, my COVID tests.
Oh, yes. Yeah. So there was a flight going from Los Angeles to Shanghai that had to turn around because the pilot realized over the Pacific Ocean that he forgot his passport. So he had to flip the plane
Fuck
around.
that guy.
Yeah.
Okay, hold the fuck on.
Right? Like,
How the fuck do you get on the plane?
that's what I want to know. I'm like, how are you already in the air? And you're like, oh no. Like that, do pilots not have to get their passports checked when they fly out?
I mean, they kind of can probably walk through security a little easier, but
Why didn't you just not leave the airport?
Also valid.
yeah, like if I'm a paying customer, I am irate.
Oh.
If I'm an airline and now all of a sudden I have to pay double the fuel charges because you
Oh.
decided you forgot your fucking passport.
Yeah.
Also, I have to reimburse a shitload of passengers because now they're delayed, probably 24 hours?
I'd be like, you're right. You do need to turn around and land so we can put another pilot up on the plane
Yeah.
because you are fired.
Yeah, thanks. But
Yeah.
see you, peace.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you know, we don't need to turn around.
Yeah.
You just need to exit the aircraft. Sorry that you picked a Trans-Pacific flight.
I'm trying to find. I thought it was United.
Of course.
Yeah, we arranged for a new crew to take our customers to their destination that evening. So it delayed them 6 hours.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'd be fucking livid.
Yeah.
But once again, how do pilots not also have to?
Well, they do, obviously. Oh, you mean
Like, get
to
checked.
on the plane?
Yeah,
I
like-
don't know.
Well, because they have crew badges and all that.
Yeah, I mean,
But even like a flash, like all
you,
right,
you
yep,
would
you're
think
good.
you would think the before they boarded the plane, just like anybody. Well, we don't have to show our passports. Not at that point. All you do
They
is show
do.
your ticket.
No.
Not once you're in the terminal.
If it's
Oh, you're right.
international,
Yeah, we do.
that from whatever country, whatever airport you're leaving the country in,
Yeah,
the gate requires to see it
The
before
gate
they
does.
board.
yeah. So the pilots should have had to show the gate attendants. I mean, I would think like
That's what I'd imagine, right?
right?
Like,
You would,
I'd be more worried about seeing their crew badge than their passport. Anybody can dress up like a pilot.
no, I get that,
You know what I mean?
but probably both.
right? That's what I'm thinking. Like
Like a final check.
both. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't be surprised if after this
Well,
whole
I mean,
incident.
now, I'll play devil's advocate for a minute. Pilots are supposed to be very professional people. right? They are in charge of the lives of 200 plus people every day when they're working.
Yeah.
I think they should just remember their passport.
How long do you think he looked for his passport before mentioning it to the co-pilot?
Oh, I'd give it at least
An hour, a solid hour
Yeah.
of digging through every little
every
fucking
inch.
Yes.
Yes.
What would have triggered his memory?
right.
Midway through, because it's not like they're almost there and they're handing out like the customs forms or anything like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Huh.
Maybe that was it. Maybe the pilots were like getting a head start and they grabbed the forms and his co-pilot was like, here you go. And the guy was like, oh, fuck.
Like, wouldn't
And what would happen to the pilot if he landed and did not have his passport?
He would have been that movie with, what's his name that lived in the airport for
Right.
like fucking, I recently found out that was a true story. Like 2 weeks ago found out that was a true story.
I don't know that I know this story.
There was a movie called Terminal, and it was a guy that came from, was it Israel? I think it was Israel, and he lived in the airport terminal for like
11 years?
yeah,
It was insane.
What?
yes.
Yeah.
I will look it
Yeah.
up to get the actual, but it is a true story. He lived in an American terminal for like 11 years.
Because he didn't have a passport? Like,
Well, so he couldn't leave because he didn't have a passport, but they wouldn't let him in the country because he didn't have a passport. So he just kind of stayed under the radar for that
11
long.
years.
Yeah.
Come on.
So the film is partially inspired by the true story of
Some guy.
Yeah. Who lived in Terminal 1 of Paris Charles de Gaulle Airport, France, from 1988 to 2006. I was wrong. It wasn't in the US, it was in France.
But that was longer than 11 years. 88 to 2006.
Yeah.
That's 18 years.
And he died in that terminal. So he would get like food and little things here and there from like passerbys and like some of the employees at the airport and shit. But he was told like, hey, if you cross this line, like you're going to jail. And he was like, can you help me get my shit? And they were like, no. And so he was just like, this is my new home. And he fucking rocked it.
Whoa.
Yeah. Because if he went out in Paris, he'd
Yeah.
get arrested. But he couldn't go to his country's embassy because he'd have to go out in Paris and get
Okay.
arrested.
Let's talk about this for a second. Say that's the scenario. At what point do you decide? There's a certain amount of time where I decide, you know what? I'm going to go and I'm just going to get arrested and work my way through the system. I'm not dying in this motherfucking terminal.
But at 18 years, it wasn't like he was just there for like a couple of weeks and like,
No, but even if it was a couple weeks, okay, say how long would it take for you time to go by where you're like, you know what? I'm just going to go get arrested and I'll work it out.
I think I'd
12 seconds. I don't have the patience for it.
No.
I don't, not at all. It wouldn't be an hour a day. It would have been, you can't leave to go back to your country
Yeah.
to get your passport. Okay, I need to go to the embassy. Well, if you cross this line, you're going to get arrested. Okay, well, I'm going to find a different exit.
Yeah.
The end of that, that's
Yeah.
it. Like I'm going to the embassy or I'm going home.
There's a solution to this problem.
And it's not staying here for 18
And
years.
it's not dying in this terminal 18 years from now.
yeah.
Right? Like that is the most insane bullshit I have ever heard in my life.
Where was the guy from? Israel?
Sorry. Let me
And why? And what was his purpose of travel? Like, was he going to a wedding or you know what I mean? Like,
I can't remember what the purpose of travel was. But if he's from Israel, it gives me a little bit more insight on why he did it. We had to pay rent for 18 years.
it's hard to have an income. I mean, I would have got a job eventually, I suppose.
In the airport?
Yeah.
he was Iranian.
That tracks.
Yes.
This is making more sense.
Yeah.
I still would have got arrested. But he would have been sent back to Iran, probably. Yeah, that's a tough one.
Maybe he didn't want to.
That's the most make sense answer.
Right? Like, you know what?
Yeah.
I guess I'll just live here until I die.
Right? This is better than Iran.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it can't be worse. Well, no, I don't know if you've ever flown through Charles de Gaulle. I know Mikey has. I have.
I have not.
It's not a bad airport to live in. Like if I'd have to get stuck in that one.
If you had to pick an airport to live in, what would it be?
Oh.
One that you've already visited.
Ooh.
For me, it's an easy one.
I have an idea, but it's just because it's a loophole.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the airport in Roatan because they shut down at night, so then I
Oh.
could just leave.
Right.
I'd come back when they open.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But if I had to live in one,
if I had to live in one,
I would pick Panama's. That was a fucking.
That was a nice
That was a
one.
banging airport.
if it was in the States, I'd probably pick Atlanta
Oh,
because it's fucking huge.
yeah,
There's just everything. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. But that's the vibe I got in Panama. Like Panama.
yeah, same thing. Except Panama was bigger.
Mhm.
Like it just felt bigger. Like super high ceilings,
Yeah.
very wide open spaces.
Yeah. Even the Jameson bottles were huge.
The 4.5 liters.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh, okay. So
like the Amex Lounge at Atlanta is fucking nice.
So apparently, he alleged that he was expelled from Iran in 1977 for protesting against Shah.
It took him 11 years to get to Charles de Gaulle Airport.
So
It's a long walk.
He was apparently permitted residence in many other European countries. However, this claim was disputed with investigations showing that he was never expelled from Iran. However, he was able to travel between the UK and France, but in 1988, his papers were lost when his briefcase was allegedly stolen. That's how it all started. Someone jacked his shit, and they were like, and I mean, in 88, you can't be like, hey, honey, send me a picture of my passport or something.
Papers.
Like, that's how it all started.
But still, I
God
would.
damn.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not Iranian, so I guess getting arrested might not be on the table at that point.
Yeah, we kind of won the geographical lottery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be kind of, if you were someone that traveled to like that airport quite often, it would be cool to just like go check in and be like, what you been up to? Yeah.
Hey, Scott. Haven't seen you in a couple weeks.
I'm like, hey, let's set up the podcast.
What's
with this
new?
guy. Let's go talk to this guy.
100%.
That'd be fun.
God, what a fucking wild life.
Like, I still wish we could have got Tiger King to call in and be when he was in. I mean, he's still in jail in Dallas, but
We haven't really tried, so.
I sent a couple letters.
Oh, did
I
you?
had nothing back.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like handwritten letters?
That's the only way to fucking do it.
Oh, shit.
He's in jail. It's not like I call the jail and be like, hey, can you put prison inmate blah, blah, blah on the phone, please?
I don't know. I've seen those, what is that, prison shotties? They they put up like dating profiles of these bitches. So I'm like,
Have you seen the ones that they'll put the picture up and then you go in the comments and they're like, that's me.
no.
Oh,
I
yeah.
have not. Let's see if I can pull them up. It's prison shotties, right?
I think it's mug shotties.
Mug shotties. What a great Instagram follow. Speaking of following, real quick PSA, Freedom Friends has a Twitter now. We have like no followers other than like myself. So go head over to X, follow us there. We don't get nearly as censored there. So go hit us up over there.
True.
yeah. I can't say twatting anymore. Is it? I mean, what do you call a post?
Depends
It's
on
not
who's
even
posting.
Twitter anymore. It's
Yeah, I know. What do you call a post on X?
Xing? X?
I think just a post. I don't know. What pisses me off is everywhere's like, this person posted on X, formerly known as Twitter.
Yeah.
Fucking pick a lane, man.
Right.
Like, I'm tired of this whole formerly. No, it's either X or it's Twitter. We all know what the fuck you're talking about. Pick a lane and stick with it.
See, I blame Prince.
Let's call it Z'd. I made a Z on X.
I blame it on Prince. If he never changed his name, the formerly known as would never be a fucking thing.
Right.
Not wrong. Oh, y'all. This is a great example of crazy eyes.
Oh my God. From the side profile,
Yeah.
it looks pretty hot. But that front picture, holy
Oh,
shit.
yeah. She, when she says, I'll cut your dick off, she's not like, haha.
When she says that, she has already cut your dick off.
Yeah.
Look at that. Wow.
What was she? Obstruction of law enforcement officer and loitering or prowling. Yes, this is the same sorority girl that was just arrested for speeding like 2 weeks ago.
Get it, girl? Jesus.
Yeah, that side view though, she looks pretty attractive.
Yeah.
But holy fuck, that front
Oh, God.
photo. Oh
That's-
my goodness. That is the opposite of attraction.
That's one of the comments. That smile makes me want to be a better man. Oh fuck! I love social media. Did either one of you ever do the 23andMe shit?
I have not.
Good, because they just filed for bankruptcy. So who the fuck knows who's getting everybody's fucking DNA? I think
Well-
Mikey did it, didn't he?
I don't know.
I think he said he did, but yeah. So if you did 23andMe, fuck, good luck. I don't know.
I'm a little afraid to, honestly.
I just never been that invested.
But when it comes
Like-
time for me to do the killing, like I don't really need that paper trail.
That's valid.
Like, I know who my family is.
Yeah.
I don't need somebody who has no idea who my family is to try to tell me who is and who isn't my family.
Yeah.
You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
Like,
Yeah.
I like, thank God I'm not in one of those fucked up situations where it's like, you know, I don't know where my family came from or, you know, how it all
Right.
worked out, you know, like, I don't know.
But I mean, but the problem is you might not. I know a lot of people that have had surprises from 23andMe.
Okay. So maybe,
Like your dad's not really your dad.
maybe I'm,
you know, like
I didn't use the right words. It's not that I don't care.
yes.
You know what I
because-
mean? Like my
because-
family's my family, whether it's legit or not, I don't
Yeah.
fucking care.
Yeah,
But like
yeah, yeah.
42 years old and they've been my family for 42 years. Like nothing, no piece of paper is going to be like, oh, you're not my whoever
Yeah.
anymore.
Okay, so say you had another sibling out there that you've never met.
Yeah.
Like I would be a little interested,
Oh yeah,
right?
for sure.
You know,
But like, I'm not.
but on the other hand, you know, if I have another fuck trophy out there, I don't. No, I would be interested at this point because it is way past.
I was going to say the good thing is
Yeah.
they can get you for child support now.
nothing. Yeah,
It's very true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never been like that invested. I'm like, no, I know like my parents and my great grandparents or my grandparents and shit. And I'm like, I'm good. I don't need to know like I'm 12% this and
Yeah.
half a percent that. I don't fucking care, man.
So like I have my dad's side of my family. I have the family heritage back to like the 1700s.
yeah, that's pretty cool.
Oh, that's fucking dope.
And then my mom's side, I have back to, I think the late 1800s or early 1900s. I think it's the late 1800s.
Is that from like records that they kept themselves and stuff?
Kinda. So on my mom's side, they're kind of piecing it together now. Just because like all the people that knew everything
Mm-hmm.
aren't really
Yeah.
alive anymore, you know? So like they're like, well, you should probably write this down.
Yeah.
Because it used to be like people had memories. Now,
Right.
not so much.
Mm.
And then my dad's side, like they've legitimately like it's been and just an ongoing thing.
Yeah.
And I have no idea who even put it together. But like I have on my dad's side, there I have family in the States. I have family in the Netherlands. I have family in Israel and a couple other places. But like through all the shit in World War II is when they were like, okay,
Yeah.
who's with you? Okay.
Yeah.
And they're married. Okay. And their kids are okay. You know what I mean? And so that kind of started all of it. And then it just kind of kept going from there.
See, I think both sides of my family, I think, are like immigrants around, you know, I think pre-World War II, but they're German immigrants. Like,
Yeah.
you know, so, but I don't know for sure. You know, I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't
Yeah.
know how far back. I don't know.
Yeah.
I know the generations. I know like 2 generations past what I remember
Yeah.
because I remember talking to my grandparents about their grandparents.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
But that's
Yeah.
past that. I have no idea.
Mm.
I really don't know.
Yeah. Like my great grandparents on my mom's side immigrated, and my grandparents on my dad's side immigrated. So that was very new
Yeah.
in my, you know,
Right.
new 100 years ago.
Well, yeah.
But
Oh, that's fairly new.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That shit's cool to me when it's like passed down through the family, like the information, like someone's just kind of kept notes and passed it down through the generation. That shit's fucking cool. But when it's like,
Yeah.
no, I fucking licked a fucking cotton swab and now I know that I'm German and Irish. Oh,
No, but
like,
but it also like it attaches anybody else who does the 23andMe and it says, hey, this is your cousin. And it like
Oh.
so you can
Yeah.
you can actually get people's names down the line.
huh.
Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy. It's like Is that an option when you sign up?
I would, yeah.
I don't. Michelle has done it. I
Yeah.
haven't. I don't know.
I would want it to be like, keep me anonymous. Like
It doesn't work that way.
See, that's why I'm
That's
like, no. Like, and I need. I got enough people. I'm good.
Yeah.
Huh. No, that's funny. They're getting sued though, or they're
No, they're bankrupt.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you expect?
Well,
There's only so many people that are going to do that.
100%. Yeah.
no, I think I don't think that's the problem. I bet their overhead is the problem. I
Maybe.
because the people are always going to do that throughout time. If there's a way to,
Well, how many times are you going to do it?
no, only once, but yeah, but still,
So now you got to wait, what, 40 years for people to forget who their parents were and grandparents
Yeah.
and then get the next generation? You know what I mean? Like, I don't see like I don't know, maybe.
yeah.
But yeah.
Has it come out that anybody's been like caught with like a murder or
Yes,
something from
absolutely.
that's pretty gangster.
Yeah.
Like that's one of those where it's like you killed somebody and, you were
Yeah,
like,
and
"I'm gonna send
you know
my
how they
DNA."
get caught is the DNA it matches to a cousin or a sibling or a grandparent, and then they go down the line and figure out, okay, this is whose DNA it was.
Damn.
See, I figure like,
Process of elimination.
before they even start like going down your family rabbit hole, they run it against like the FBI crime database.
Well, they
Right.
do.
You know what I mean?
But if you're not in that, if nobody in your family's in that
Oh, so you could just have a relative
Yes,
that does it, and they're
on
like,
23andMe, and they're like, okay, this is a cousin or a sibling, right? And then they use their investigative process of elimination,
yeah,
and now you're caught.
damn.
That's what I'm saying. When I want to do the murders, but it doesn't matter because enough of my family's probably done it where I won't get away with shit.
That's true. Somebody's ruining Scott's fun. God
Yeah.
damn it.
I'm gonna have to murder in other countries. Yet.
No, just don't leave your DNA.
That's
Well,
also
that's true.
yeah.
Like, it's really hard to have a DNA on a bullet.
Yes.
You got to be, you have to almost on purpose put it there.
Yeah.
You know?
No. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying I'm stupid. Between all the goddamn cameras and smartphones and DNA bullshit, now it's a lot harder.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you were a murderer in the 60s, man, that was the prime murdering time, I bet. So the 60s and 30s murders, man.
The 60s and 30s. The 40s, though, you got to watch out about the 40s.
Well,
got a little weird there.
Everybody was murdering each other in the 40s. That was World War II. Like,
This is a new version of I was born in the wrong era.
I would have been a murderer in some bitch back in 1800s, but fuck, I was born in 1982.
Oh, fuck. Well, John, speaking of the FBI, they have now launched a Tesla task force tracking down everybody that's been vandalizing all the Teslas and shit.
yeah.
I think so. I saw a video earlier today or yesterday, I can't remember. And they were talking about the protests they're doing at the the Tesla dealership in North Austin,
Okay.
right? And essentially, they were like, Trump or Musk is running this country, and he's not even elected. He's not even a citizen, and blah blah blah. And we're gonna be here every Saturday protesting, and it's just like, okay.
I want some anti-Tesla person to come into the podcast studio, and I will get a doll, and you can tell me where Elon Musk has inappropriately hurt you. Like, I don't understand.
I want to sit down with somebody and
Yes.
talk about some of the things that they're talking about cutting, the spending.
Right. But
And
what-
I want to have a legitimate conversation with these people that are against it and being like, do you think it's okay to spend taxpayer money on this?
right. Yeah.
And then explain to me why it's okay.
Yeah. But like, how,
That's it.
like, to be so anti-Elon, I don't understand it. Yes, he wasn't elected, but Trump was elected. Trump's ultimately, Elon's not the final decision. And
Yeah.
He's not even the head of it. And
No.
they've said it.
yeah,
He's an advisor.
like Trump is still the fucking person making the decisions to cut shit.
Yeah. He
Elon-
just brings them the list.
Yeah, he's just finding the bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, what are you so against? I don't understand it.
It baffles me how many of like the Tesla
yeah.
vandalism is going on. I'm like, oh, okay, you can have your feelings if you want to stand out in front of the dealership
Yeah.
and be like, oh, Elon Musk is bad. That's one thing. But like, what about the dude who's you're vandalizing his Tesla that he bought in like 2018 for the tax break, and he's on your side too. He's like, I have a paid off car, so I'm not buying another one, and you're just gonna fuck his shit up. Like, come on now, let's think half a step forward here. Like that shit fucking baffles me.
Yeah. I don't get it. You know, I don't know. It's weird.
I'm real happy I don't have a Tesla.
You know, and like, you know, I remember the left accusing the right of being the violent ones. Fucking
yeah.
Well, you know, here's one thing that is I find very interesting as well. All the riots during the Black Lives Matter movement.
Yeah.
No Democrat said, hey, if you're going to do it peaceful.
Right.
We condone violence.
Right.
Stop doing that shit. Not a single one said it.
Yeah.
Right. But they said it about January 6th.
Right. Which casualties were very minimal. And there was no like murders or, you know what I mean?
Massive
Yeah.
destruction of property,
No.
any of that. Yeah.
Yeah. The only person that died was someone that was told, stop doing exactly what you're doing.
Yeah.
If you just stop, this won't have to get bad.
Well, and there was a couple of police officers that had a heart attack and like
After
a couple,
the fact.
Yeah, little things, right? Like, but it wasn't like they were,
Yeah.
you know,
Right. So now you move to obviously there's a side that is protesting at Tesla dealerships. You know what I mean? Like, I don't see a whole bunch of Trump supporters out there
Yeah.
protesting.
I remember back in the day when the right thought that Tesla owners were all gay, and you know what I mean? Like it wasn't the cool thing in the right's eyes to own it. It still isn't.
I was about to say, one of those
So-
people is sitting at this table.
But no Democrats are.
But we weren't out vandalizing Tesla back
Yes.
in the day when we thought it was, you know, an environmental thing or whatever. Like we just,
But no Democrats are condoning it.
yeah,
The violence,
Right.
the you know what I mean? Like, none of them,
yeah,
right? And Teslas used to be their baby.
yeah.
They're a clean energy vehicle.
Yeah, I don't understand it.
How can you protest the thing
Right.
that you literally put the government in debt for?
Mm-hmm.
The Green New Deal, green energy. We need to go smart cars and electric vehicles and blah, blah, blah. Okay, so you have one of the largest manufacturers of electric vehicles in the world.
Yeah.
Manufacturing them in the fucking United States.
Right.
And that's the that's the company that you want to protest.
Yeah. You know what? It's because they don't really have a moral ground to stand on because they're so flexible. They don't stand for anything. They stand against Trump and against anything he wants to do.
I don't even
That's
think
all it is.
I don't even think it's against a certain person. I think they stand with the people that tell them what to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Blindly.
Yes. Yeah.
That
They're
is
like lemmings. Like,
Yeah.
it baffles me the state that the country's in where there is so little independent thought. It is someone that will scream and yell and throw insults
right.
because they were told this is how it should be.
Well,
Yeah.
the independent thought are the ones who won the last presidential election. And now I think that group is growing, and the other side essentially is being the loud.
Well, they're trying
few
to get,
percent.
they're trying to get louder is the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Now here's so let's talk about the loud small groups for a minute.
Yeah.
Right. The LGBTQ community. Have you heard from them lately?
Nope.
I don't even know how loud they ever were.
Oh, they were fucking loud.
No. I think the straight white women,
I think, yeah.
and the Democratic government officials were the loud LGBTQ people.
Oh,
I don't know personally a loud LGBTQ
Right.
person.
but
Well, there are
so
some.
now
There are some,
that
yeah.
whether it was a community or it was a push,
Right.
it was loud.
It was loud.
It
It
was,
was loud
yeah.
as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, this new administration was just like, yeah, by the way, there's only 2 genders and trans people aren't allowed in the military.
Yeah.
Like there was like a couple days of shit on social media.
And then it
I
died.
haven't seen anything else.
Yeah.
Well-
That died so quick.
But I think a lot of these, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, you're right.
But now the Democrats are back to being very fucking loud.
yeah, they're swearing.
Over what? Like, what is the hill that you're trying to die on right now? I don't understand what it is.
Yeah, you can tell me all day long that Elon wasn't elected, that Elon's doing this and that, but you have not
Tell me that
explained
all
to
the
me-
spending they're doing is
but
justified.
You have not explained why.
Yeah.
All it is you emotionally, I understand you don't like him.
Mhm.
You have not explained why.
Yeah.
Tell me why.
Yeah. Hit me
Like-
with facts.
Yeah, hit me with some facts.
Yeah.
Hit me with some, like this wasn't fair.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about that.
Mhm.
Let's get rid of Elon Musk. Who cares about Elon Musk?
Yes.
He's just the one finding bullshit.
Yeah.
Like,
But the context should be what the people are talking about.
yeah.
Like, so if you're against cutting that spending, tell me why you're for that spending.
Yes.
Why you
Yes.
think
Make
that
that
is
argument,
justified. Tell me why that should be a line item.
Tell me why I'm wrong that I don't agree with that spending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Convince me that this is a good thing to spend money.
Don't just say Elon Musk bad.
Mhm.
Like that doesn't help. No, that just says that you're crazy and I want Elon Musk to be more bad. Like he's doing a good job. All the crazies are coming to the surface. It's like, yeah. So,
I love that AOC and Bernie Sanders are doing a little tour right now.
yeah.
Are
It's
they
like,
really?
oh yeah, they're doing it like nationally, which is funny because it's like, okay, the Democratic Party's in shambles right now.
Yeah.
They have no idea which way's up, what fucking direction to move in, or how to be solidified. They don't know any of that. So you have AOC and Bernie Sanders doing a fucking U.S. tour. Does that mean that they're going to be the new front and face of the Democratic Party? Those two fucks?
That would be
Well,
hilarious.
Like that's who you got?
Well, and I'll say this. I don't think the Democratic Party will allow that because Bernie.
But who's making the decision?
No, I get it. But Bernie, how many times has he tried?
Clearly, the people who made the decisions in that party fucked up
Yeah.
because Trump's in, and the Republicans have the House and the Senate.
Mm-hmm.
So whoever was the fucking puppet master,
Yeah.
yeah, you're fired, bud.
Like you,
like
there's certain things. Okay. If you want to win again, right? You can't die on the hill of what made you lose so badly.
but that's how much they thought they were
I
in
know.
the right.
Yeah.
That's how disconnected they are from
Yeah.
the general population of this country.
Yeah. Yeah.
The population themselves were like, nope, all set, thanks.
It would be like if I was in a room of 60 people that fucking hated me, but somebody liked me so much that they gave me a hand job every now and then. And so everything I did was to make that one thing happy, right? So I got my hand job. But those 60 people that hate me are the ones that are going to vote me in or out of office.
Yeah.
Like, quit going after the hand job. Like, you know what I mean?
But
Holy fuck, boys. We're on fire with the analogies today.
I mean, it makes sense though, because they're not so much worried about staying in office as they are of maintaining the people, the benefits that they have while they're there.
Yeah, I agree. Like, yeah.
I almost need a drink now. Shit.
Well, it's not too late.
I know.
Do you think so? After Trump's first administration, I think he lost. I think he learned like, all right, I gotta fucking.
I think it's the best thing that happened for the
Having that
country.
break.
I agree.
Yeah.
I absolutely.
I
He
think
do.
when the Democrats rigged that election and he lost, that was the best thing for the Republican Party ever. You guys fucked up. You fucked up.
He couldn't have done what he's doing now
No.
if he got reelected.
No.
He needed that break.
Yeah, it would have been the
He
same
needed
old.
to get a little bit more drug through the mud.
He would have been drowning in the swamp yet.
Well, he didn't. I don't think.
I think he let
I don't
the
think they-
Democrats shoot themselves in the foot
No,
enough.
I
where
don't
he
think
was
they
like,
fucked him enough to get him mad enough to be like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm burning this whole fucking thing down.
Yeah.
I could. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was-
That's He still had the play the game.
Well, and he still had Republican swamp people around him.
Mhm.
You know, like now he went in with everybody he picked.
But he went in, and I guarantee you, day one was the amount of shit that was done on day one on this was done by day 20 when Biden went in for his inauguration. Like day one of Trump, all the shit they got done on day one probably took Biden 20 days to do.
Oh, at least. I don't.
You know what I
don't
mean?
think.
Well-
I don't think Biden did in 4 years what he did.
No,
in
I'm
the
just
first
talking
week.
the procedural shit.
Oh, yeah.
Like just the normal shit that a president has to do when he gets
Yeah.
like, I
Well,
think Trump just by the fucking numbers.
I think
and it was
for-
just like
I-
done.
I think
done.
for 2 years previous, I think the day he started running for president again, he started working on exactly how the first month would go.
Well,
Like he had to have.
do y'all remember just from when it was announced that he won, how much shit changed
Yo,
before he
God,
even took
yeah.
office?
Oh, yeah.
Like everything, everyone
'cause-
was like, "Oh,"
Because that was
okay.
what, November to January.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it was like he was already the
It was on fucking
Yep.
fire. Let's go.
And he was like, "I haven't even sat the fuck down, bitches."
Yeah.
Like it was like, "Oh, okay." Like
Now there are a couple things that I do have an issue with.
absolutely.
Like Ukraine, Russia was supposed to be done before you got even in office.
Yep.
Hey, bud. The fuck?
Well past that.
You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong. I understand there were some things that got in the way.
Yeah.
You know, but that was a big.
But I think he's working on it. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. No, I know.
But it's not. You know,
But
like there's little
I think-
things.
Under
he-
promise, over deliver. And I think he over promised on that one.
But I think it's also fair for everyone to still hold his feet to the fire and be like, "Hey,
Yeah.
you
you
said
have
this,
to.
and it hasn't been done yet.
Yeah.
What's
But nobody's.
going on?"
You know what's weird too is nobody's held his feet to the fire on that topic.
Yeah,
They've done the opposite. They're like, no, you need to support Ukraine.
yeah.
You need to keep funding them. And he's like, what? Oh, yeah, the Democrats, big time.
yeah, but that doesn't count.
But, and even some Republicans,
Mm.
you know, but it's like, I would have had the whole different angle of that of like, no, you said this was going to be done before you even got in office. Why
Yeah.
isn't it done yet?
Right.
You know, like what the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah. Well, I think he had to, get Zelensky in line. I think that was a big hiccup. But you're right. He overpromised on that one.
I think Zelensky's out of line because of promises the Democrats made to
Of course.
And
That was the hand job guy.
right?
Like Biden was getting the hand job, obviously.
Oh, I thought Biden was giving it to Zelensky.
No, well, yeah.
I thought Biden was the hand job guy for Zelensky.
It was a fucking mutual.
It's a double
Yeah.
Dutch rudder.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
got
It was a thing, right?
Okay.
And so,
I mean, fuck, I probably would have
Yeah.
played the game too.
but I mean, like Hunter was, a Ukrainian board member for fucking barista, right? Like that hand job has been going on a while.
For barista.
what is
Barisma.
Burisma? Yeah, that one.
That motherfucker, Hunter Biden worked at Starbucks in Ukraine. Goddamn piece of shit. Can't believe it. Fucking national secrets getting shared on how we make coffee.
And he never gave me the whipped cream I asked for.
Hey, somebody's getting a hand job.
They were busy giving Hunter the whipped cream.
Do you think it will
In
happen?
powder form.
And if so, how long do you think it'll happen for the Democrats to have that light bulb moment of like, all right, we got to get our fucking shit straight.
After JD Vance gets elected.
Yeah, 8 years.
Ooh, okay.
That was going to be my
See, back to back.
Oh yeah.
It'll be the next.
If they don't get their shit together,
if they don't take seats on the midterm,
Yeah.
they're not even coming close in the next presidential
Yeah.
election.
no, because by then we're going to start really seeing progress.
Well, no, because
And then-
if they don't take seats in 2 years, there's no way that they can get the party organized
yeah.
to for a presidential run. Who the fuck are they going to put up?
Well, yeah. Well, they have to get the problematic Democrats out too at some point.
they have
right?
to put up somebody new.
Yeah.
They can't put up somebody that's already been like.
Yeah.
There's so many people
in
have
8
such
years,
a bad,
half the party will be dead. So I mean, that's okay too.
Yeah.
So
But yeah, so it'll be a Republican that wins the next presidential,
well,
and then
at this rate, for sure.
then their reelection campaign is going to be the interesting one.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah. No, it's interesting. But yeah, they need to figure it out. They have no they're fighting amongst themselves and they're only arguing with emotion and no there's no logic.
Logic has left the chat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. What else? You said you had a couple topics for us. That one was a good one.
What was my other one?
I don't know.
I think that was all three of mine.
That started with the airplane and then went to
Oh, I thought
Or the Tesla. The
Oh,
Teslas,
yeah,
yeah.
I thought we just went down a rabbit hole.
we
did a
kind
little
of did, yeah.
Yeah.
Totally off topic, but I'm so excited because the MLB regular season starts in like 2 days as of this recording. We're recording on March 25th. In 2 days, baseball season starts.
Yeah,
We're so
yeah.
fucking
All right,
excited.
new topic. Neither one of us gives a fuck. Yay ball.
Yay, sports ball.
Go team.
I don't know. I gave up on sports.
Yeah.
I feel like I want the opposite of what most people do. Like most people get into sports more and more and more as they get older.
Yeah.
And I got into sports like heavy. And then now I'm just like, don't fucking care one bit.
Now, don't get me wrong. I love watching sports, especially like
in person.
in person. No, even on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll watch a football game. But I like doing it at like my favorite place is 4-9 because those guys are so animated. And they're all military guys, right?
Yeah,
So they're very diverse in like their teams and where like
But the shit talking,
talking
equal
is
opportunity,
fucking epic. And I love watching sports at 4-9. It's that one's fun. Yeah.
I like going to the rivals teams
Games.
bar. No, the bar.
Oh, okay.
Right? Like there's a bar.
I haven't done that.
There's a bar in New Braunfels that's a huge, obviously Texas sports. And I haven't done it in years. I think it's probably been like four or 5 years now since I've been down there. But I'll wait until the Pats play them. Yeah. And like I know we're gonna lose. Right. But I'll walk in there with a fucking Patriots jersey on. And they're just like the music stops. You know what I mean? Like, what? Where are you from, boy? And it's just really fun because like once you start talking, like then they're like, oh, okay, this is gonna be fun, Yeah. But
yeah, I don't like it when it's like
I've been in places where when I lived in Boston,
I'm gonna fight because of this.
Yeah, when I lived in Boston, it was just like, oh man, I hope they don't win tonight.
Yeah,
and then because it's just gonna be a shit show everywhere you go after the game. But no, there's some places that like, I remember I went down to Baltimore for a Red Sox game because it was cheaper to drive to Baltimore to go to a Red Sox game than it was to go to Fenway Park in Boston. And that was one of the ones I was like, well, I'm pretty sure, like we had a group, we had like 8 or 10 people and we took a little RV down and everything. And I was like, I'm pretty sure somebody, like the odds are against us here. Somebody's getting into a fight, never happened. And, but I've also been in places where it's just like, okay, we're not even going to go in there. Yeah. Nope. Like they just threw 4 people out. Like we're not even going to walk in that door.
Yeah. Well, that's like, you hear the stories of like the certain service going into the other branch's bar, and that's
There is a TikTok page that I follow of a dude who goes to like, he'll go to like a Eagles game and he'll wear the opposing team's jersey, or he'll go to like a Bruins game and he'll wear and he'll just like talk shit. And he's built like me, and he just fucking stands there. And I'm just like, and there's been a couple times where he gets clocked. Yeah. What's even better is he'll get clocked and a cop will like see it. And he's literally made a video where he looks at the cop and the cop's just standing there with like his hands on his vest. And he's just like, I'm like, brother, you gotta get out of there. Like, especially in Philly and shit. Fuck no. But he just runs his mouth and his cameraman.
Well, let's talk about that for a minute. These fucking practical joke people that like,
some people don't know when to fucking stop.
Dude, some of it's ridiculous.
There's
like, you're going to get your ass.
Who's that fucking skinny little white kid that has a giant black security guard?
Oh.
And he just goes around talking shit and then
like
has a security guard step in.
Yeah. Jack Dorsey.
Yeah, that's his name. Yeah,
Fuck
Jack
that
Dorsey.
guy.
Yeah.
He's an arrogant prick. Fuck that little kid.
What baffles me is there's multiple. Like there's another one called Neo. And he's very like he says dumb shit and talks shit and he has a security guard back him up. And I'm like, how the fuck are you like like wealthy and famous. Like who's even like I can't imagine kids are like oh
has
cool.
anybody ever told his security guard that the bigger they are, the harder they fall?
Oh, that is true.
Yeah.
You know, like all the videos that because there's a shitload of videos out there doing that.
Oh yeah. But is it staged?
There's some I don't think are state like because he does like the IRL streaming, so he just walks around and streams what he does during the day, and it's like if that's a plant, it's a really good actor.
Yeah.
Like, but like I saw one where he like is walking around like big chested and like shoulder checks a dude, and the guy turns around and is like, "All right, let's fucking go," and then the security guard steps in, and then he talks shit, and I'm like, "Hold on, time out." You don't understand how this is a bad look for you?
Yeah.
Like you think this is cool?
Yeah,
What?
You're just a bitch.
Yeah, like this is a bad look.
Yeah.
Like I think just out of principle alone, like I mean, I don't go anywhere where this dude's gonna bump into me. But hypothetically, if I was somewhere and it happened, and I turned around, I'm like, dude, what the fuck? And he talks more shit, and then the security guard gets in the way. I kind of think I'd just be like, well, let's fucking go, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%.
I don't think that's the way I'm going. I think at that point I'm going to stay calm and just belittle him.
I
yeah.
kind of want to just go right through the bodyguard and then grab the dude and be like, now you ready?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
100%.
because nobody's done it.
If it ever happens to me and you, we'll just pretend that one.
Who's going to high? Who's going low?
No, we'll just pretend that one of us is the other's bodyguard. Like I got all right. I'm the
handle my light work.
Yeah, I'm the bodyguard. I got the bodyguard. You get the fucking little kid.
Yes.
What's your favorite pranks though? One.
Oh, the dude that fucking walks in front of chicks on like the boardwalk and
And
has like a
farts?
fart machine.
Oh my god, yes.
So
that's harmless.
It's so
Like,
funny though.
It's different. So you can't say it's the same thing, and I'm a hypocrite. My favorite prank out of all the fucking bullshit that I've seen on the internet is the guys that walk around in like the rough areas of downtown places.
Yeah.
And they like talk shit to like start to fight a dude, and the guy gets up to go fight him, and they strip down to like a thong bikini.
Oh,
They're like,
yes.
let's fucking go. And they're like, what the fuck? I think that's my favorite because like the reaction is just like they're gonna square up, and then they strip down like, okay, now let's fight.
But you're gonna do it wrong to somebody, and they're just gonna shoot you. And then,
Well,
like,
but so, and they showed a couple times where like it got weird, and they're like, hey, and they point the camera out and everything, and he's like, look at me, I'm standing here like this, like I'm not really trying to fight you, you know.
still, one of my favorites is the like at the beach, the public showers, and they put the shampoo.
Oh yes.
Like
That
they just-
bodybuilder,
yeah.
he's losing his mind.
Yeah, just keep putting more shampoo on.
Yes.
Have y'all seen is in our hometown the Riverwalk Bushman?
No.
What?
Oh,
I've
boy.
seen some of the videos.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, these are pretty good. It's harmless. That's why I like it.
Yes.
Right.
The grandma even knew. I'm gonna turn that down. I don't know if that's copywritten or not. But he gets some of these people real bad. Oh, but he's literally on the Riverwalk in San Antonio. One of these days, I'm just gonna walk around and be like, "All right, let me get a
I
picture."
gotta go find
now."
this guy.
Yeah, just suplex him into the Riverwalk. Some people don't like it though.
That's funny.
But what's funny is I've noticed after watching a lot of his stuff, the people that don't like it, it's always like the dude that's with his girl, and he's like, "Ah!" Like, it's all scared. And it's like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Like it's all good.
That was weird.
And the Anatoly ones, I love those.
Oh yeah.
The
When he's
Anatol-
like, oh, you never seen those? He looks like he's a janitor at a gym.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, hey, cool, you mind if I move the weight so I can clean it? And I'm like, sure. And he like picks up like 500 pounds and like moves it. And everyone's
Yeah.
like, what the fuck?
Yeah, those are pretty good.
That dude's a beast. He's a little guy, but goddamn can
Yeah,
he lift.
holy fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Well, shit, boys. That's all I got for this episode.
Cool.
Shit, we hit that. Yeah, I was gonna refill, but whatever, we can wrap this up.
We got a debate still.
Yeah, it's true. All right.
Might as well top it off. You don't want to drink all that ice.
Oh, actually, real
I'm just
quick.
kidding. Another half
just-
hour.
Well, no, I wanted to give a shout out to a few of our new Patreon supporters
Yeah.
who keep.
I
the
don't
show-
have Mikey here to remind me of how we were supposed to talk about things.
But shout out to Riley, Leah, Kyle, Tyler, Clayton, Richard Walters, and Justin. Shout out to all you guys. Those are all of new supporters as of
Fuck yeah.
January.
Nice.
So
Nice.
big shout out to all you guys for keeping the show going, and hope you enjoyed the episodes early. I know we had some Patreon supporters having fun with last week's You Got Blackmail episode. So I'm also very excited for that to hit micro content.
I don't remember. So.
Mikey,
When Mikey got blackmailed.
Oh. Yeah, I remember now.
in the VA.
I wasn't even here for that one, and I heard that.
Yeah. So shout out to all the new Patreon supporters. We greatly appreciate you. And I'll kick it back over to John for the sign off.
Oh shit! You remember what podcast we're doing?
It doesn't matter. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah. 3 little things. I'll just start and say them because I'm going to fuck it up if I don't. Smoke on, drink on. God damn it, boys.
Freedom
The
to
fuck
fuck
on.
on.